Welcome to part one of Antidote to the Wire Fraud Epidemic. My name is Kim Lay, and I'm the CEO and founder of A2Q2. One of our firm's specialties is internal controls and SOX compliance. And today we want to share with you some of the recent events that we've been seeing across all of our clients, large and small, and how you can use this information to protect yourself and to leverage it. So the 4 parts of this is going to be what's happening. Part 2 is how the scam works, why the scam is so successful is part 3, and how you fight it. So what has been happening? Federal authorities and researchers in recent weeks have issued warnings about this new form of attack, which involves hackers infiltrating email networks to perpetrate fraud and cyber espionage, says Polino from Bank of the West's Enterprise Fraud Prevention Officer. An increasing number of companies are falling victim to wire transfer scams, costing victims over $1 billion in just the last 18 months. That's billion with a B. And this is according to the U.S. Secret Service. The scams have been perpetrating using fake emails from senior executives of the companies or phony vendor emails. And how big could it possibly be? Well, in 2013, over 2,000 corporate victims. That's what the U.S. Secret Service counted, or is willing to disclose anyways. And in a recent interview with information security media group Polino with Bank of the West, explains why Bank of the West has labeled the new attack scheme as masquerading. Masquerading, as the Bank of the West defines it, involves the takeover of a C-level executive's email account, usually through a network attack, and these attacks are waged against the bank's commercial customers. That's us, corporate companies, corporate users, not the bank itself. But the attacks may include spear phishing, to take over a legitimate email account, or hacking to take over the legitimate email accounts, or the creation of similar domains so that fraudulent emails sent from that domain appear at a glance to be legitimate. And in later segments, I'll actually talk about how the spoofing, how the scam actually works. But public and private companies of all sizes have been affected by the scam, and the companies with international business dealings are more likely to be targeted because they do business through wires and they have international business dealings. And as you can see from this graph, the U.S. is the majority, 56%, and the rest of the world is 44%. Now, some of the 44% involves companies that are U.S. subsidiaries and U.S. corporate headquarters sending money to subsidiaries or doing business in those areas. So who has it been happening to is the next question. Why should you care? Well, let's look at some of these. These happen to be more public, larger dollar amounts. But here's an example of the 8K that was released by Zoom, which is a public company based in San Francisco. Zoom was publicly traded until 2015, when it has since then been acquired by PayPal. And let me read to you the actual 8K disclosure. It says, on December 30, 2014, Zoom Corporation, the company, determined that it had been the victim of a criminal fraud. The incident involved employee impersonation and fraudulent requests targeting the company's finance departments, resulting in a transfer of $30.8 million in corporate cash to overseas accounts. As a result, the company expects to record a one-time charge of $30.8 million in its fourth quarter of 2014. The company believes that no customer data was involved, nor was any customer money involved in this matter, and the company's systems were not impacted. While this matter may result in some additional near-term expenses, the company does not expect this incident to otherwise have a material impact on its business. The second paragraph continues. On January 2nd, January 3rd, and January 4, 2015, the company's audit committee met to discuss the matter and authorize an independent investigation to be assisted by outside advisors. While the company has internal controls in place and has implemented additional internal procedures, its audit committee and advisors are reviewing these controls and processes as part of the investigation. The company has contacted federal law enforcement authorities who are actively pursuing a multi-agency criminal investigation. The company may be limited in what information it can disclose due to the ongoing investigation. So, this is the reason why I think it's important for us. I want us to take action and protect ourselves. And the second headline that you see here is from another online article about a company called Ubiquity Networks. They're located in San Jose, Arizona, and they were a victim of $39 million of social engineering attack. So you can see that there's some large dollars. But what we also hear is that the dollar amounts the requests are often for smaller dollars because those have slightly less scrutiny than the larger dollar amounts. So this is the first part of what's happening. And again, my name is Kim Lay, and I'm the founder and CEO of A2Q2. In the next segment, we will be bringing to you a breakdown of how this scam works so that you can actually see the cleverness of it, and I look forward to talking to you. I've also included on here some references of articles that we've cited, the actual 8K filing from Zoom Corporation and the article about Ubiquity so that you have quick references. I look forward to seeing you at the next segment. Have a great day.